Good morning, everyone. Today on Seth Leroy Hustle Adventures, it is 8 a.m. at Eastern Time. And you guys know what time it is. It's morning time. The best part of waking up is going inside a Target and walking around and burning calories. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go in there. That's my favorite way to start the day. I'm right by Detroit. And it's beautiful, a day out. God is good. Stay blessed, everybody. But yeah, let's get right into this. Let's go walk. Let's go burn some calories. Getting some food since it's been like, you know, bidding, like not too much bidding because everything's going the way I don't want to go, you know, going back towards home Minnesota. But we have been bidding on local ones because, you know, but it's all good. Like I said, I don't trip. This industry's so random. I've said it to my wife and it's literally happened where I said, hey, we don't got a trip. We could get one to the Dakotas where we get paid round trip and boom, we get it. So I don't ever trip out. And then too, I feel like, okay, if I sit a day, I sit. And it very rarely happens because usually I'll pick one up later when all the trucks or vans are gone. So that's the thing. That's one thing, and that's why I did a truck talk on that. It's just your mental space, you know, being on the road.
Burgers and large fry?
Yep. Thank you. The load just popped up. Let's see what it says. What is up? Finally, I walked 10 miles. I love it, but bidding all day, but there were a lot that were not going up north. There were some going right to Minnesota, some right by my house, but whatever. Finally got one going to Fond du Lac. I think it's the same one I got before, but this one's an overnight run. So heading that way, it was like 430 miles, 432 miles for $500. And it's overnight, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go sleep. I'm going to go there, see if it's ready, because you guys know me. I go there and check to make sure. You never know. And if it's not ready, then I'm just going to try to pass out in my van because pickup's at 1. But I like night runs too, though, because traffic. There ain't no traffic, just cruising. So we'll see what we do, We'll see what happens when we get there. I hope I can flash the baby hazels and just be like, yo, what's up? But sometimes I'll just, but I think this is that same one because one time I went to Fond du Lac. I think it's that same one from last week, returning customer. We will see. But anyways, I'm going to go. Let's get on the road. Let's go get this. I'm here early. This was literally, the vlog that just posted was this same exact run. This was the place that, so I'm already expecting it. Who wouldn't load me earlier? It said 1 a.m. So I'm still gonna go into check. I'm sure she'll be like, we don't load early, and I'll be like, okay, I get the memo. But we'll see what happens. So yeah, of course though. She this time she sort of smiled. I think she remembered me. And she's like, aren't you like super early? I was like, well yeah, but you know, still might as well check. Like I don't see the harm in checking. It's funny, like they act like, why are you here? It's like, well, you know, whatever, I'm here, you know, might as well check. Like I said though, I'm always cool. Like right when she said, oh, you're early, I said, oh, I know, I just thought I'd check in, but can I stay in the parking lot? She's like, yeah. So I'm gonna get my bed set up and, you know, try to catch some Z's, you know, set my alarm for 1. So let's go. What's up, everybody? Yeah, got some sleep, only like an hour and a half or 2, and then I woke up, had to go to the bathroom, had to go pee, and then like I couldn't go back to bed, but it's whatever. It's good to get even any Z's in before an overnight run. I never have done that, so, because I'm like weird when it's go time, it's hard for me to just pass out. So got some food though to gear up for it. Now I'm just gonna walk around their parking lot a little. I don't care. This is the one that laughs at you if you want to get loaded early. I mean, even like last time when I went a half hour early after waiting or whatever the next day, which I understand. I know they're a business and maybe they're making the parts, but it's funny. I've never had a place like that though, where it was like not even I think it was a half hour early, and she, like, the lady acted disgusted with me, and I was like, I've been just walking around their parking lot. Like I said, I slept a couple hours earlier, but sometimes I take it all in when I walk around these parking lots. This is a 24-hour place. One of my last jobs was overnight, not my trucking job, and I remember saying to my boss, I said, I can't do overnights anymore. It ain't working. Because, you know, it was weird. I didn't like sleeping during the day with my family, you know, and then on the weekends I'd get off schedule. It was just, you know, that schedule life. That's why I like this. Even though it's random and you can do overnights like this, at least it's your choice. Like, I was selecting if I wanted to do this, and it's for good money, so I did it. So that's what I mean. It's all about choices. So when I walk around these places and I see the people coming in and out on break, I remember that feeling. It's like you get like 10, 15 minutes of, you know, time. One of the last places I was at too had a real loud buzzer, like Hunger Games, and I'll never forget it. It was like, bah, and that was like, okay, you're done. Like that quick. A little update. There's two guys that were watching me. They keep coming out there. I think they're watching me because it's strange. There's a guy walking in the parking lot. Bald guy with tattoos. But it's funny, then I saw a security guard. He walked like the other way of me. I'm gonna put my knife away. I always keep it on me, but I don't need him going, clock the knife in his back right pocket. But I do that because, you know, it ain't no game. If somebody wants to try me, it'd be the wrong end of the story. Give me your wallet. I'd be like, you don't know me, bro. You ain't getting this wallet. Give me your wallet. And I'd be like, okay, are you sure? I used to do that all the time. Not trying to bring up my past like that. I used to do that all the time when someone would try me. I swear. Me and my cousin were talking about it not too long ago. People would be like, oh, I'll beat your ass, whatever. And I'd be like, are you sure? I would warn people. I'd go, are you sure you want to do this? Like, almost like I'm Tom Cruise or something. But I would. I'd flat out say, are you sure you want to do this? Oh, security guard's walking up to me, I think. As you guys know, it gets eventful. It was weird. So I was walking up and down here. Good thing, too, I put my knife away and started walking back this way. Just because, you know, I had a feeling I saw a cop. They didn't have, like, their sirens on, but, you know. Oh, there's the cop again. But anyways, I noticed there was like 6 of them came out. I thought they were just on break, and they were like sort of looking my way, and I'm like, whatever, you know. And then they all went in, and then 2 more came out and just stood there. I shot them a wave because I was at some points, because I'm walking up and down this, I was like 20, 30 feet from them. And I shot them a wave because they were just staring at me. I could tell. I thought, it's dark, so I couldn't tell for sure. I thought, oh, maybe they're not staring at me. And then that's when I saw the cop walking that way. And then I'm like, oh my God. So he came and talked to me, took down my name, my number, my business. I had to show him like what I was picking up, stuff like that. And he was cool. He was cool. But all I was going to say is it surprised me that they didn't just come talk to me. Like, it could have been so simple. Like, I'm saying, when I was close to them, I waved because I felt, okay, these dudes are watching me. Which is funny, I just posted a TikTok of, I feel like somebody's watching me, with that song. So it's really funny that I like posted that, and then, cause like I sort of felt like that here. I'm like, man, I feel like someone's watching me, dude. Sure as shit they were. I just don't get, I would have handled it differently. Like, but I fully understand with how the world is right now. I get it. Some bald dude with tattoos walking around the parking lot. Strange. But I just told him I'm an expediter, and I do not sit in my truck. My van, whatever you want to call it. I do not do that. I don't even know how drivers do it, bro. I love driving, that's the thing. But like, if I did 10 miles earlier, I've probably done 3 miles here. I'll probably end up doing 5 more miles. But anyways, we dealt with the cop, we're good. We just got loaded up. Now it's time to do some paperwork. I mean, not paperwork. Now it's time to get strapped up. Definitely a cool spot at night. I like both those forklift drivers. We talked quite a bit. I really like them. Shout out to those dudes. Yeah, so we're loaded up. It took an extra half hour, but it's whatever. I took a little nappy before this. Had to run in with the law a little bit ago, you know. Just an average day in the life of a over-the-road expediter. So anyways, let's wait for this big rig to get out of here. But yeah, so we're gonna get rolling that way. So let's go. Get there in the morning. I thought this was going to be a place that I've been before, but it is not. So, I'm gonna park over here. Never been here. I thought this was, oh shoot. I gotta get out of this big semi's way. But anyways, I thought this was somewhere I'd been, but no. It was just going to the same town from the same place that I went to. So that tripped me out. You know what I mean? So but I knew the name was like different. So I was like, maybe it's not that. But I'm going to go see if this is where I check in. Or if they're going to be like, who are you? What are you doing here? Just checking in. Oh, I thought he was talking to me. But all right, I'm gonna go get checked in. Hopefully we can get unloaded. Let me tell you, my boy Expediting America, he was just talking about it. Go check out his channel. He's a dude keeping it legit, keeping it 100. He's being himself. He's being real. Let me tell you something. Okay, so he was talking about in his video how it's an industry where nobody knows what's going on. I love the industry. Don't get me wrong. It's chaotic though, but I love it. But yeah, so I get to the drop off, you know, and I just did an overnight. I actually just bid it on one going back home to Minnesota, you know, after doing an overnight, you know, whatever though. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. But anyway, so like what he was talking about in his last video, like no one knows what's up. Like, so I get here, bunch of buildings, like seriously, like 50 buildings, and you know, there's big establishments like that, whatever. But so I call the number, it says do not enter due to COVID, all that stuff, you know. It's like, call this number for getting unloaded, and you know, driver check-in. I call it. She was like acting confused, like why I called, and I'm like, it says to not enter, you know. And that happens sometimes. I'm like, it says to not enter to call this number, and she was like, then she didn't know where I was supposed to go, then the other guy didn't know where I was supposed to go, then they were wondering, and I'm giving them all the information that's needed, like, you know. And they're like, oh, well, those parts, I don't know if that's building 247 or building da-da-da, and just going back and forth. And then she's like, 1 second, and going blah, 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 just like chaotic. And then finally at the end of it, she just goes, I think maybe building 247, like you could go there maybe and just see like what they, you know, if they'll do it. Like, it was so weird, and I'm like, okay. So I got over here, and then yeah, the guy who I checked in with, it said to ring the buzzer. She's like, don't just enter. I just entered. I'm like, oh, this ain't gonna, you know, I'm not gonna ring the buzzer. Because the first thing too, she transferred me somewhere no one answered. So it was just a thing, you know. And after doing an overnight, you ain't messing around, you know. You're ready to be unloaded. And now I might be getting this other load to Minnesota, we'll see. But if not, I'm gonna go rest up and leave my ringer on and see what happens. But So yeah, then when I got over here, I just was like, yeah, I was being funny to the guy, but it was funny. He's like, so are you sure you're supposed to be at building 247? I said 100%. She said, you got me and I'll get unloaded. And he laughed. He knew I was being funny. He's like, okay. He's like, I'm the guy. I'm like, yeah. She said, you're the guy who's going to get me unloaded. She didn't even give a name. She just said, you're the guy. He's like, all right, bro, I'll unload you. And see, sometimes that happens where I'm just, I'm just being real with you, man. You're the dude, bro. Like, I've done that at other ones too, where they're like, are you sure it's supposed to be here? I said, not that it's like, I know it's the right establishment, you know what I'm saying? Like, they have forklifts that can get to all these roads, no big deal. So, like, to me, it's like, yeah, you're the guy, man. And he looked and he's like, this is for our facility, so I am the guy. It's all good, man. I mean, it's either going to this building or to whatever he named off the other building. So, sometimes you just got to say, you're the guy, man. You're it. You're the only one right now that can do it. But anyways, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want to. If you don't want to, that's cool. I'm just glad that you're rocking with me. And I hope that you got something out of this video and see how it's like, or what it's like. It can be a grind, as you guys know. And I'm a little loopy right now, you know what I mean? Did an overnight, and I'm already bidding on another load. That's part of the hustle. That's why when I go 4 or 5 days, I go insane hustling. Like, I don't mess around. But anyways, y'all have a blessed day, and oh yeah, keep hustling.